Good morning, awesome people. Welcome to Tuesday morning medical Qigong class. My name is Mary Frances. I am one of the Eugene Marley's medical Qigong students. It's so great to see you all. All right, today we're doing basic 8. So we've got the traditional warm-up for the basic 8, which is the circular breathing. And then we have the exercises. So let's go ahead and start out with our warm-ups. We're opening up, feet are hip width, shoulder width apart. You can always do this seated if you like. You want a nice stable stance. Taking a moment to allow the feet to melt into the earth. Softening the knees, relaxing the low back, dropping the tailbone, creating some space in the lumbar spine. Relaxing the shoulders, softening the jaw, allowing the tip of the tongue to touch the roof of the mouth. That's connecting the front of the body and the back of the body. Allowing the very top of the head to reach up just a bit into the sky, creating some space in the cervical spine. We're breathing in and out through the nose. Allowing the arms to float just a little bit away from the torso. We still want to keep them relaxed. This gives us a little more circulation, the chi and the blood. Closing the eyes in preparation for the circular breathing exercise. First, we're inhaling the lower dantian, that's 3 to 4 finger breaths beneath the belly button on the midline. Exhaling as we bring our awareness down to the perineum, the lowest point of the torso, circling down. Inhaling back on up to the big spine point where the cervical spine and the thoracic spine meet. And then exhaling to the palms of the hands. Allowing the chi to gather here, allowing our mind intent to come to the palms of the hands. Again, following the circular route, inhaling to the lower dantian. Exhaling down to the perineum. Inhaling up to the big spine point. Exhaling to the palms of the hands. Inhaling to the lower dantian, allowing the lower dantian to fill up with energy. Exhaling, circling the energy down to the perineum. Inhaling, allowing the energy to flow up to the big spine point, at the base of the neck. Exhaling down to the palms, allowing the chi to gather here. Continuing on with your own breath rate. Allowing the breath and the mind intent to guide the chi through the circular route. Facilitating communication between the front of the body, the back of the body, organ systems. Allowing the mind to relax into the breath. Allowing the breath to relax the body. And allowing the chi to flow freely through the circular route. Getting ready to finish up. Allowing the arms to float back down to the sides. Gently opening the eyes and closing by bringing that left foot back to the right. Okay, before we continue on with our basic 8 exercise, just a quick reminder, 1, never ever move into pain. Any of these exercises cause discomfort to the joints or anything else, please feel free to modify them. We're trying to work with the body, within the parameters of the body and our musculature and our structure. We're not trying to push through the pain. Pain is not our best friend. We want to honor our bodies, and we want to help develop chi and blood flow. And if we're in a bit of discomfort, then that actually creates more chi and blood stagnation. So in honor of allowing greater chi and blood flow, please feel free to modify the exercise. Next, if you're new, don't feel like you have to learn all of these exercises all at once. These exercises are for you to enjoy and explore, and part of the fun is learning all about them from your perspective. So as you practice them, they will become more and more familiar to you. All right, enough chatting. We're going to go ahead and start with the lung and large intestines exercise. Opening up, feet are parallel, settling into the space. Tip of the tongue is still touching the roof of the mouth. We're breathing through the nose. So we bring the backs of the hands together. Inhaling. And exhaling. In. And out. Inhaling. Exhaling. In. Out. Inhaling. And exhale. Return the chi. Continuing on at your own pace, allowing your breath rate to guide the movement. Allowing the mind to relax into the exercise. Getting ready to finish up. Closing. For spleen stomach exercise, you may want to glance around, make sure you have some room. We start with the feet together. I'm going to go over the modified breath version first. Inhaling. Exhaling completely. In. And out. Our modified breath, where we take an extra inhalation. Exhalation. In. And out. If you like, you can take that extra inhalation and exhalation. Otherwise, we're moving straight into the other side. Inhaling. And exhale. Getting ready to finish up. And closing. heart, small intestine exercise. Gathering. Inhaling. Exhaling. Going at your own pace. Getting ready to finish up. And closing. Our kidney urinary bladder exercise. Inhaling. Pausing the breath. And exhaling. Getting ready to finish up. And closing. Our pericardium Sanjiao exercise. Inhaling. Exhaling. In. And out. allowing for the softness of the exercise. Getting ready to finish up. And closing. Our liver gallbladder exercise. Inhaling, keeping the eyes as wide as comfortably possible. Exhaling. In. Out. Allowing for any subtleties within the exercise. Getting ready to finish up. And closing. Our Ren channel exercise. Once again, making sure that we've got some space around us. I'm going to do the modified version first. Inhaling. Exhaling. In the classical version, keeping in mind that this is supposed to be fun, not taking ourselves too seriously. Relaxing into the exercise. Getting ready to finish up. And closing. And then our do channel exercise. As always, being nice to your low back and hips and knees, feeling free to make the exercise as subtle as is best for you. You can even do this exercise seated. Opening up, working with the modified breath version first. Inhaling upon elevation. Exhaling as we descend. Inhaling. And exhaling. Classical version is inhaling to the left. And exhaling to the right. Working with your own breath now, whichever variation works best for you. Allowing the mind intent to be between the palms of the hands. In our happy, happy chi ball. Getting ready to finish up. And closing. Keeping the feet together so we can retain that wonderful energy you've been cultivating. We've been cultivating. Bringing the palms together. Transferring a bit of that energy to the palms. Bringing the palms to the lower dantian. Closing the eyes. Inhaling, guiding, and gathering all that wonderful chi with the lower dantian, filling it up with energy. Exhaling, allowing that energy to settle and store so that you may use it throughout the rest of your day. Inhaling. Guiding the breath and the chi to the lower dantian, allowing it to fill up. Exhaling. Allowing the energy to settle and store so it is there for you for the rest of your day. Thank you so much, magical, wonderful people, for practicing with us this morning. If you'd like to stick around, we're doing our seasonal exercise. It's the 5th in our fall series, Cold Dew, and it's seated upon the floor. Also, a quick note, you may have seen through Meetup And if you haven't, please go to Meetup and check it out. Henry is going to be demonstrating, going over our sixth exercise in the fall series. And I think it's the last exercise in the fall series before we go to winter. So that's going to be Thursday evening, 5:30 Pacific Coast time. And it should be done by 6 p.m. Pacific Coast time for those who might be interested in other things later in the evening. So this Thursday at 5:30, it's about a half hour. If you can't make it during that time, don't worry. Simply notify Henry and he will send you a link to the YouTube video that he'll have on it. And I think it's like $5 if you've done his classes before and $10 if you haven't. But it's a really great idea to go and see him doing the exercise and explaining the exercise directly. It's the best way to do it, and it should be a lot of fun. Take a quick sip. We're seated on the floor, cross-legged, full lotus, half lotus, simple cross legs. You can always extend the legs, placing one leg on top of the other, or you can sit in a chair. It's up to you. It's whatever feels comfortable for you. Once again, we really don't want to be moving into pain because we're trying to activate chi, regulate chi, and activate blood, and not promote stagnation. So be comfortable. So I'm going to allow for a little less talking now. I'm going to explain what we'll be doing, and then we'll kind of all follow along together. So for the seasonal exercises, there's always the preparation, which we're taking our thumbs on the inside of our forefingers, lightly grasped, a loose baby fist, resting the backs of the hands upon the thighs. We're going to take a few moments to breathe in preparation, allowing ourselves to come into the moment, come into the space. The spine is going to be elongated, the tip of the tongue is still touching the roof of the mouth. Then we'll go through the actual exercise. I'll go over the breathing the first time, and then we'll do our own pace 3 more times. And then after that, I'll take a moment to give everyone a chance to be back on the same page. Next, we'll be placing, for our closing exercises, we'll be placing our hands one on top of the other, palms face up. The thumbs are connected. Traditionally, men place their left hand on top, women traditionally place their right hand on top. Then we'll do our teeth biting. That's going to be, once again, traditionally for men it's 36 times, for women it's 24. Then our tongue swirling, 9 times clockwise, 9 times counterclockwise. Taking all that precious, valuable saliva in the mouth that we've generated, we're going to swish around between the teeth 36 times. That's for everybody. Then we're going to swallow that saliva in thirds, allowing each third to come all the way down to the lower dantian, settle and store, before then swallowing the second third and third third. Finally, we're going to simply close our eyes. We're going to be closing on our own. So all that entails is closing the eyes and drawing all that wonderful energy that you've been cultivating over the past, it'll be almost 45 minutes or so, into the lower dantian, allowing it to gather in its happy home to settle and store. So it's there for you to use, your organ systems to use, your channels, the body tissues, your mind, all of that wonderful good stuff. That chi is there for you to use throughout the rest of your day. All right. The fall seasonal exercise, cold deep. There we go. Preparation. Opening the eyes. Inhaling. Exhaling. In. Out. Inhaling. Exhaling. In and out. Thank you so much, Qigong practitioners.